Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new daily vlog. We are once again starting up here in my dressing room. As you just saw, I have spent the last half an hour just kind of dashing about, doing a little bit more sorting. We have got our unpacking to do. I was too excited to do wardrobe sorting out yesterday, so I didn't do any unpacking. So I still have all of my Kefalonia suitcase to sort out. I've got a few loads of washing to do today, and I just want to get even more done in here. Quite a few work things to do as well today, and we're also due to be having a little mid-September heat wave, so hopefully I'm going to get as much work done as I can in the next couple of hours, and then spend a few hours out in the garden. I think we need to do a little bit of clearing in the garden, just pulling out anything that has died or is kind of done for summer, just to clear things away ready for autumn, because I feel like when the leaves start falling, there's a lot of trees in our garden. It could be pretty overwhelming. So my outfit of the morning, just while I get some bits and bobs done, is this lovely little Zimmermann dress. I know these mirrors are not ideal for outfit of the day, but I just really liked the lighting down this end of the room. So I'll give you a little update as to the organisation that I've been doing this morning. This is, I think actually it's the same as what you saw yesterday. In yesterday's vlog, I did the initial cleaning and putting a few of the first things into the wardrobe. So we've got what I'm going to call seasonal dresses in this section. So I've got things as we're going into autumn winter, like jumper dresses, some other dresses which are gorgeous and suitable between seasons, like this one I love wearing in autumn with knee-high boots. This beautiful one from Sandro, again I think I can style that with a cardigan and some nice boots. And then we've got some of my midi skirts, and then in this section here next to it, and remember this is going to have a door like this one, just pushed at the back there because I'm not sure. I'm very fortunate that I have got a lot of space now, but I do have some suitcases still to unbox, so yeah, we'll see, we'll get there. This is my not so current season dresses, so things which are really high summer that I still want to have hung up are gonna go in this section. And then up here, well, I guess I could put summer hats up here because I have currently got them over on this side, but they probably don't need to be quite so accessible during autumn winter. But these are the kind of things that I can just live with and change around. So I've definitely decided that this is the blouse section. Just popped a couple of things up here which I've already washed from holiday that need a quick steam, and then I've decided that this section here is my shorter level coats, and this one, it does open up. We're hopefully going to be getting the window seat fitted very soon, so I can see all of my shorter coats and my gilets. So maybe I'll put winter hats, like felt hats and things like that, on this shelf. In the main middle section, we have got my beloved coat collection, which just pleases me so much. I love all of my coats. I have a little bit of a coat obsession. I could possibly put some over-knee boots down at the bottom here. And again, we've got plenty of storage up at the top. I need to have another little rummage round and find more of my sunglasses, and when I do, I can pop them in here. And then I've got my lovely sunglasses chains. This is from Tallis Chains. I've got another one which is half pearl and half gold chain, again from Tallis Chains. And I've started to pop a few of my belts. I don't own that many belts, so maybe I'll find another accessory to put in some of these. But I've got my lovely Chloe belts and the classic Gucci belt in here already. Then below the belts is going to be fitness. So far I've only found one top, one pair of bottoms, and then I'm going to put fitness jumpers down there. And then this side is going to be underwear. I haven't unpacked any of that yet. To be honest, I'm not sure if I will actually kind of get changed in here or if I'll get changed in the bedroom. So that's something that can just sort itself out over time. And then I've decided that this middle section here is going to be high summer. So we've got swimwear. Again, obviously there's a lot more that needs to get put away in this one. And then in this drawer, this is like really hot day clothing. So we've got denim shorts, little dresses, and little lightweight shorts, which are great for wearing around the house and on holiday. We've got the same section again here, just a little bit smaller, where there's a cutout section for the beam. And I don't believe, oh yes, I've got my scarves. So whereas that little duo is going to be high summer. This is going to be my winter area, which works quite nicely because it's a little bit closer to the coats. So I've got scarves in here because this drawer is quite narrow. That's the full width of the drawer because of where the ceiling slopes. And then I think I will probably put thermals in that one and maybe thermal leggings down there. You saw this one yesterday, but this is my knitwear section. I will probably end up having one of the drawers in there, maybe just one drawer for thermals and another drawer for knitwear, because I do have quite a lot of jumpers which need to be folded. And maybe I'll end up using some of this top space here for additional knitwear. We've got bag storage going on here. I need to sort out my handbags today. They need clearing out, and I'll probably end up putting some stuffing in them, and then more kind of travel bags down and there. And then later on today, I think I'm going to start tackling the shelves and the drawers over here. So this is going to be beauty storage. I was watching Emily Cannam's Instagram stories this morning, and she had done such a good job organizing one of her drawers for her travel minis. And I have got a lot of travel minis, so I think that could be a really good thing to store in here. We still don't have the glass top yet, so I'm not going to do anything on the top level. I've got a few things here which need washing. I could definitely quite easily spend the whole day just organizing in here, but I think I'm going to go downstairs and get a little bit of work done, maybe out in the sunshine, so I feel like I've had a productive start to the day, and then I'll come up and do a little bit more sorting later on. So I've come outside because it is absolutely glorious today. Oh, how I've missed the church bells when we were away last week. Yes, so very excitingly, I am making a very big switch. I am switching over my phone to a Samsung phone. It's something... Are you quite all right there, young man? Dickon's just having a little coughing fit. Yeah, I have been wanting to make this switch for quite some time, but wasn't quite sure what phone I wanted to switch to. There's numerous reasons, but this phone, you'll see in a second, is just... Gosh, they really are going off on one. But this phone, as you'll see in a second, is just another level. Really, really cool. And then I also have the Samsung Galaxy Buds, which are little earbuds, again, which I've heard amazing things about. I always think that opening new phones and new technology feels like Christmas. So I'm gonna sit outside with my cup of tea in the glorious sunshine and show you my new devices. So as you can see, this is a flip phone, which reminds me of the phones that in fact, I had a Samsung flip phone as my first like cool phone after the very, very old school phones. And this is just such a huge throwback. One of the things with my previous phone is that it was too big for loads of my handbags, whereas when folded, and by the way, I've got the bronze colour, which is like a pinky shade, so gorgeous. It is absolutely tiny. This is literally half the size of the phone that I had before. But then when you open it up, the screen is massive. I don't know how they've done this to have such an epic screen that actually folds, but I cannot wait to try this out. So because I am a major dork, I wanted to come in and see how the earbuds look in my ears. And as you can see, they are very, very chic. This is the bronze version, again, to match the phone. And they just sit inside your ear, which is really cool. They almost look like jewelry pieces. So once the phone has got a little bit of charge in it, I'm going to download some music and see how they sound. Hello again, darlings. It's a few hours later. My new phone has been charging and I've currently got it connected to my iPhone. Apparently you can just swap everything over just by plugging them into each other. So this is my old iPhone charging cable. So let's see if that works, because I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the things that I was a bit nervous about. Changing phone was just getting everything from my old phone onto the new phone, because that's something that I never used to enjoy when getting a new phone. Major first world problem. As you can see, I've popped on my little play suit because it is glorious outside. This is one of the reasons why I really need to get this roof terrace area sorted, because I get serious FOMO when it's sunny outside. I absolutely hate being inside. I always just want to be in the sunshine when it's a nice day. Even though this room is beautifully bright and lovely, I just feel like I want to be outside and I'm seriously missing out. So in the summer, I'm just hugely unproductive because of that reason, but I'm going to do an hour in here, just a little bit more sorting. I've got a video uploading, so at least I feel like I'm doing something productive, and hopefully my phones will have sorted themselves out shortly. But I'm actually working on some Instagram content for Needle and Thread in a couple of weeks' time for their new autumn collection. So they've sent me over some dresses to try before the shoot. So I'm going to get these hung up and then do a little bit more sorting. Another hour or so later, and my goodness, I am glowing. It is pretty tiring work doing all my wardrobe sorting, but I'm just about to go outside and do a little bit of gardening now. But before I do, I want to talk to you about Surfshark again, who I am working with on today's video. I've mentioned them a few times before, and I know that so many of you have already downloaded it and you are really enjoying using it. Surfshark is a VPN, which is a virtual private network, and what you can use it for is basically placing your device anywhere in the world. So this is really easily done. You just download it and then you can scroll through so many different countries. And for example, when I was in Catalonia, Charlie was like, no, we're not going to be able to carry on watching Strike, which is what we've been watching on the BBC iPlayer, because iPlayer doesn't usually work when you are in different countries. But what I was able to do is just activate Surfshark and place my laptop back in the UK, and it just meant that we were able to continue watching our TV program. So no matter what country you live in, you can basically access the whole Netflix library. Even if the new season of your favorite show is not available in your country yet, you can swap your browser to think that it's in America, or sometimes there are certain films available in certain countries, and there's so many different ways of using it. I also used it when I was shopping online, because I was on Topshop when we were in Catalonia, and it kept coming up in euros and kept coming up with this annoying message box saying we don't deliver to your country for certain things. So I just switched my VPN back to the UK, and my laptop basically thought I was at home. And another thing that actually was really useful, I was trying to put in some virtual meetings in my calendar, and it kept putting them in Greek time, which was 2 hours ahead. So then once I had the VPN on, my laptop thought that it was back in the UK, so it meant that the time zones were all perfect. So there's so many different ways of using it, but I would say the best is for being able to access TV shows from anywhere in the world. If you've watched everything on Netflix during lockdown, then this can just open up so much more for you. It's also ultra secure. You have like triple protection on all your browsing, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. It works across all your devices. That's what makes Surfshark so particularly good. So just like last time, I do have my discount code. You can use the word Mumblr when you're signing up, and that will get you 83% off and 3 months extra free. I'll leave the link down below if you would like to try it out. It is something that is so useful, and with the code Mumblr you get it at an amazing price as well. So definitely give it a try. I know so many of you are already loving using it. I think as we come into the autumn winter months as well, we're all going to need to find some new things, some new shows to get stuck on. Let me know what you guys are really enjoying watching at the moment, because I feel like I'm in the mood to discover something new. On another completely different note, I used my oh, did I use GHD? No, I used the Dyson Airwrap the other day, and I was going to say these curls have lasted really well, so I'm very impressed with that. Anyway, enough about my hair and Netflix. I'm actually going to pop my hair up and make the most of this glorious early evening sunshine by doing some gardening. This is really boring, but our garden bin is getting collected tomorrow morning. They come every other Tuesday, so I'm going to make sure they're all full, pull up some weeds, pull up some plants to make the most of it being collected tomorrow. So let's go outside and do some prepping the garden for autumn. Rather exhausted, but this section of the garden is looking a lot neater now. I think that low autumnal sunshine is just so beautiful. When I was working here earlier and it was a little bit brighter, it just looked so gorgeous. I don't know if any of it will have caught on the camera, but where this area is now quite grown up, so the pathway is a lot more prominent, where the gardeners have mown a little path through. The dogs were charging through here. Yes, as though it was a Formula One racetrack. so cute to see. But these trees are actually apples and pears, so we might actually have a little bit of autumnal fruit in there. As you can see, I have trimmed my little ball bushes. I always think they look so much more neat and tidy once they've had a little bit of a haircut, and I also pulled out lots of the weeds that were in here. I don't think too much more will grow now that we're getting into autumn. Some of the roses still looking absolutely beautiful in blossom. Got a very delicate pink in the centre of the rose, so pretty. Also did some deadheading, but yeah, I think over the next week or so it's just going to be a case of keeping on top of things which might have got a little bit overgrown in this last sunny week, and hopefully keep the ground fairly clear for autumn. With the help of young chicken, who has been eating some of the raspberries. The mint was just getting way too wild, so we have cut that back completely. Maybe the raspberries might perform a little bit better now. There's a few little babies down here. We didn't even realise this was here until we saw Dickens enjoying a little nibble. Yes, you like the raspberries, don't you, little boy? And then as you can see, the salad box is now completely clear because they were all just so overgrown they were actually starting to rot. So I'm going to do a little bit of Googling, see if there's anything that I can actually plant at this time of year. And if not, it is ready to go for next year. Herbs still looking good. Hopefully we can keep these alive as long as possible. Don't really know if these will survive the winter, but if it looks like it's going to be starting to get really cold, then maybe I will dry some or freeze some so that we can use them throughout the winter, especially things like rosemary and thyme, chives. I'm pretty sure we can freeze as well, and mint. Got plenty of mint. And then over the next few days I'm going to do a little bit more de-weeding. I did that path only a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, everything grows very quickly here. I honestly don't know where we went so wrong with this pond, but as you can see, it is completely taken over by algae now. It's completely green. Such a shame. I felt like we were really starting to get on top of it, and even the island is completely overtaken by weeds, so that's something else we need to attack this week, and also tidy around the edges. It is amazing how much effort you can put in, and then just a few weeks of it being unloved and it's back to square one. But on the plus side, the ivy on the trees is starting to die away after we cut it away at the bottom. Look at that sunlight. Oh, that is so magical, the silhouette of the church. Back upstairs in the dressing room now, and I'm just coming up here in little bursts so that it doesn't feel like one huge overwhelming task. But I want to do a little bit more tonight while Charlie is preparing dinner. We're actually doing a kind of half dinner together. Basically, I ordered, in fact, I'll talk about dinner when I'm downstairs because it's making me too hungry to talk about it now. But what I'm going to do is start on the suitcases. I think this might be the point where I realised I have a lot more clothes than I originally thought I did, because still a huge portion of my wardrobe is in suitcases, which I've not even touched since moving here. Luckily, I've got loads more room left in the wardrobe. There's still so many drawers like the ones on the end unit here. I have not even thought about what I'm going to put in there yet. Probably t-shirts and casual trousers maybe, I don't know. Let's see what I've got a lot of. And as I've said all along, everything can be switched around and changed as and when I need it. I've also got a little bit of washing that I was doing today from the holiday that I need to put away. Also, I know that lots of you have said that it would be a bit of a shame to add a full-on carpet in here, so I think what I'm going to do, I have a feeling we actually have a spare pink rug in the loft, so I'm going to have a little look in there, and if I do, I'm going to pop it down here and see how it looks. So I couldn't find the pink rug, maybe I've imagined it, but I have just found two suitcases, which I'm going to unbox now. Strangely, this one says Josie Winter Coats, and I was under the impression that I had already unpacked all of my coats, so let's have a look at what's inside here. Okay, so it looks like there are a few more coats in here, like my really gorgeous faux fur brown one, which I have to admit I'd totally forgotten about, from LK Bennett last year. So gorgeous, and I feel like it's one that I'll get so much use out of in the countryside. But I also have lots of things like scarves. I think this one was from Club Monaco. It's just going to be so nice when I can have everything in my wardrobe accessible, because if you watch my videos from before, then you'll remember that I used to have my out of season stuff in the loft in suitcases, but it's just going to be so much nicer to have it all accessible, and then I'll always know you know, the contents of my full wardrobe, which sounds a little bit ridiculous. I might forget, but sometimes I might forget to bring down a suitcase, and then a whole winter goes by and I've not got half my scarves or half my coats, so I'm going to pop all of this stuff in its new home. So this is what I am whipping up for dinner. I'm taking another break from wardrobe sorting because I'm absolutely ravenous. I actually saw this company, and this is not an ad, and I purchased this with my own money. It's called...
Your own money?
My own money. My hard-earned penny farthings. Not penny farthings, shillings. Anyway, I saw this company called All Plants advertised on my Instagram in literally one of those in-feed ads, and it made my mouth water, as this is doing now. I think on the Instagram ad, it was a chicken katsu, but obviously a vegan chicken katsu, because it is plant-based. Charlie's doing, what are you doing actually, darling?
Well, this is where I get creative. Because basically, we've got back from holiday. We haven't been to the supermarket as such. We went to the M&S at the, what was it? The, what do you call them?
Service station.
Service station, very glamorous. And they had cod on offer. Right, cod loins. Now, I would often just do these with like lemon and whatever, but I think what I'm going to try and do is poach them.
In coconut milk.
In coconut milk. You've taken my spoon, but that doesn't matter. And I've put some garlic in there and fried off the garlic. I'm kind of intrigued because this is an entire like experiment.
So Charlie and I are cooking separately because I do not like fish. But, so going back to this, so this company called All Plants, I thought they looked really tasty. I went on the website, you basically order all these meals and they go in your freezer. Usually I think freezer food is a little bit not the nicest, but these meals all looked lovely. And it's perfect for evenings like this when Charlie is doing his fish, or if I just literally cannot be bothered to cook. And I always feel like vegan food is a little bit...
Frozen veg on the whole is actually better
fresher.
For you.
Yeah.
Because so frozen peas, for example, I think they did a study and they proved that they actually
were more fresh.
Yeah, it's a bit like tinned tomatoes.
Tinned tomatoes, yeah.
Tinned tuna.
So actually, it's not really a naughty meal. It's just a very easy meal by having things like this in the freezer. So I already had, before we went on holiday, I had like a vegetable risotto. It wasn't, you know, like the best risotto. Like if I did it in my Thermomix, it would have been much nicer, I'm sure. But then I would have filled it with Parmesan.
How sustainable was the packaging?
Good. So the thing that looked like the plastic container, which I've just put in the recycling, is compostable. The outer layer,
just quickly though, does that then, are you sure that has to go in there? Does compostable go in with normal recycling? It's got
the recycling logo on the bottom.
So how do they figure that out then when it gets to the recycling centre?
I don't know.
Because the compostable product needs to go to compost.
Yeah.
And the plastic needs to get recycled. How the hell do they figure that out?
I'm not sure. If anybody used to watch our videos while we were back in Clapham, you may remember that this little bunny always used to get very nervous when the oven got put on because he was afraid of the fire alarm going off, because he really doesn't like high-pitched noises. Well, we've discovered that he also does not like the noise of the induction hob.
I don't think it was so much the fear of the fire alarm. I think he doesn't like the noise of like ovens or...
No.
I don't know why.
To us and to Dexter, we can't hear it, but this little boy is special in so many ways, very sensitive ears. He's definitely on the kind of doggy spectrum, so he's trying to escape, so I'm just trying to keep him nice and calm while my pad thai finishes off. Back upstairs for the final bit of sorting that I'm going to do today. That dinner was delicious and so easy to cook. So I just defrosted it for 15 minutes in the microwave, heated some oil in a pan, and then cooked it for 5 minutes. There was tofu in there, loads of vegetables, some noodles. Definitely a much more healthy option when you are just not in the mood for cooking something from scratch. So that was very tasty. So I'm just going to empty that suitcase. As you might have seen in the hyperlapse before, I've actually managed to fit the silver suitcase in one of the carcasses behind my skirts. So that is amazing that I can have my suitcases in here. And I'm also going to put away these shoes. I have just got a gut feeling that there's a spider in here. They seem to love these baskets, and when I had a rummage through the basket in our bathroom, there was a really big spider hidden on one of my face cloths. So I think what I'm going to do is just tip this upside down and then run away and hope that there are no creepy crawlies in there. I don't think that spiders will be able to get into these cupboards because they're pretty secure. So hopefully once all my clothes are away, we will be spider free. And as I mentioned, I'm going to bring my neon wellness pod up in here and have peppermint, what's the word, blowing? Puthering out, because spiders absolutely hate peppermint. Okay, I'm a bit nervous, but let's give this a go. All good, spider free. So thankfully my basket was spider free and the shoe shelves are really shaping up. So you can kind of see what I am doing here, and in this section we've got mostly slightly more summery shoes. I have got a lot of sandals, a lot of really lovely little flat shoes like my Tory Burch flip-flops. I've got 3 different pairs of Tory Burch flip-flops, all of which I think I've purchased from places like Bicester or the Simon shopping outlets in America. I've got some fun little Jimmy Choo flats. I wore those for the wardrobe reveal. Some sparkly little numbers from Dune, my little Chanel dupes. These are amazing water shoes from River Island. More flip-flops from Tory Burch, so I should probably actually swap these. That would make a bit more sense. And then they are next to their partner. I really need to buy a new pair of these, maybe next summer if they're still doing them, because even though they're still in fairly good condition, they're quite battered because I wore them so much. So now we have my little 4 of Tory Burch flip-flops. Some little strappy sandals, and these are also from Tory Burch. I love these. A little bit dirty on the bottom, but they just look so cute. So that is one of my drawers. Still got another empty one underneath, and I'm not sure if I will put shoes up on the top there. We'll see how we get along when all of my shoes are out. And then these are slightly more autumnal. We've got some mules here. I have got 2 very similar pairs of mules here from And Other Stories. And then my grey ones. I find grey mules just really versatile. Brown mules like from Chloe and LK Bennett. My Valentino shoes. My Todd's slides. I've just got a singular pair of boots at the back there. And then in this corner cupboard, which doesn't have the door yet, my most beautiful but least worn shoes, my heels. I honestly don't know how much I'm going to be wearing heels now that we live here, and especially this year while events are off the cards. But yeah, for now they're in this little back section. They do feel a little bit forgotten here. And is there a light in this cupboard? Okay, they don't look quite so forgotten when the light's on. But yeah. As I said, we shall see. These things might change around in time. I love that these are soft clothes. That is so satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna tackle the suitcase, and then that is all the wardrobe sorting energy that I have for today. I have been looking for my pajamas ever since we moved in, and they were in this suitcase. I know these are really creased, but these are some of my favorites. They're like a sateen from the White Company, and I keep getting shop tagger notifications that they're in the sale. So I'm going to leave these linked down below because they are some of my favorite pajamas of all time. I'm going to steam those and wear them this week. So also in that suitcase was some of my fitness clothing. I pretty much have a dedicated drawer, well, I do have a dedicated drawer to Sweaty Betty gym leggings. I have got my pile of pink ones, my patterned ones. I've got this lovely kind of astrological pattern, a few patterns that they've done over the years, my plain legging section, black and navy, and then these are the warmer leggings. So these are almost like fleecy. They're amazing for lounging around the house when it's very cold inside and I just want to be very cozy. Back in Clapham, in our old house, my leggings would just get lost at the back of the drawers. So I love the fact that these drawers come all the way out, and I can see everything inside. Nothing's gonna get wedged at the back like it used to. So that's amazing. And then I've got a few gym tops in here. I definitely have another suitcase full of fitness clothes that I'm sure I will find tomorrow. I just don't have the energy to sort out my pajamas right now. So I'm gonna leave those in the suitcase and deal with that tomorrow. I've just popped some towels up here. I probably will roll them up so they look a little bit neater. And then I've been popping swimwear in this drawer. So this is very much my summer cupboard. And then in my winter cupboard, I really like how this is starting to look. I've got this drawer with all of my scarves, or well, a lot of my scarves rolled up. So I've got everything from the H&M Jean-Baptiste Valli Pashmina, Gucci, Burberry, Club Monaco, I think that's Club Monaco, Topshop, I think that one was from Zara. This one matches my LK Bennett coat. This I think is from Coast. It's really nice for special occasions with the pearl detail. And then this is my beautiful cashmere wrap and a kind of headscarf accessory that I haven't even worn yet, brand new from And Other Stories. So I've just popped those up there. And then because I like the texture of this, I don't know what I'm going to keep inside. At the moment it's just got miscellaneous cables, which is really silly. But I don't know, maybe winter things like hand warmers, I don't know. Not sure what's going to go in there, but I think it's nice to have something like this on the surface. And then as I said, oh yeah, I did find my Christmas jumper. I'll probably end up popping thermals in these drawers as well. My knitwear cupboard is looking very full. I have got a big selection of knitwear. Now that everything's all in one place, I can really see what I have got huge quantities of. And no doubt I will probably end up adding to this year. I love how it looks with all the rose gold coat hangers on the gold rail. That is looking very satisfying. And then we've got a few folded up here. I'm sure the folded section will get added to as and when I undo more boxes. And then as you've seen, I've got dresses here. Again, the light is not switched on in this cupboard, so it doesn't look quite as jazzy. My mid-length dresses and a few midi skirts as well. Okay, darlings, that is all I have got the energy for today. I think I'm just gonna go and take my makeup off and then sit downstairs with Char and catch up on some television for half an hour or so before heading up to bed. So darlings, I really hope you enjoyed the vlog today. Tune in tomorrow for more organising. I don't know what I'm gonna find tomorrow. I'm just going suitcase by suitcase. And I feel like because tomorrow's gonna be cloudy, I'll spend a lot more time in here. So I think we might pretty much get it done tomorrow. We shall see, fingers crossed. And I did also just find a Topshop delivery that I didn't realise had been delivered today, so I'll be showing you what I ordered from Topshop. They have got their new in autumn stuff, so yes, stay tuned for that. If you're not already, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Bye.